Oh, you don't have to be that quiet. You know, I just wanted to start off by saying, Ani, Chimigwech, Ted Nolan, Indigenous, Nishnabé, Nozwin, Banapskomapi, Chifuli, Garden River, and Donchaba, Martin, and Dodom. I just really wanted to, first of all, thank you for this wonderful award. And as a builder, I guess I really wanted to start off right from the beginning and thank the builders who helped build me. And particularly, I went to school till grade 12 at least, and I only remember two teachers, my grade 4 teacher and my librarian teacher, one who showed me kindness, because schooling for people back in the day wasn't the best places that we went to, but they showed me kindness and the love of reading, the librarian. So when I started playing hockey, my brother and I, we made a rink in our backyard, and I went to the city of Sault Ste. Marie, and I met the first general manager of the recreation hockey team that I played on. His name was Bill LeClaire, and he gave me some really sound advice, because I was 15 years old, 14 years old, kind of lost. I really didn't know what I really wanted to do, but he gave me directed me in the right way. So, which led into the opportunity of playing with the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds of the Ontario Hockey League. And coming from where we came from, we didn't have a whole lot of extra funds to buy things. I didn't have a suit, and this gentleman by the name of Jim McCauley, he bought me my first suit while playing with the Sioux Greyhounds. I wore that thing for 2 years, and but hopefully I looked good. But anyways, along the way, I had so many people that contributed to help, and we had a neighboring community. I'm from Garden River First Nation, and I live in a community next to the Batchewana First Nation. And a chief there at the time, his name was Duke Corbier, and he allowed me to skate on his outdoor rink for free, because we didn't have a whole lot of extra money, and I learned how to skate a little bit extra there, and that's kind of propelled me into. But one of the biggest breaks I had when I was a little boy was playing for this organization called the Little NHL when I was 16, and it that's what I thought, was coming in as a player, because the NHL, little NHL, I scored 14 goals in one game. So, but the little NHL was a great place for me to really sense that, it gave me a sense of belonging, and it gave me a sense that we could play this game too. So I owe a lot to the little NHL for this journey. Then I fast track it to the National Hockey League. When you get there, my brother called me when I first got my first coaching job in the National Hockey League. He said, "Ted, what are you going to tell those NHL guys that they don't already know?" And I just come from junior hockey. He said, "I don't know what I'm going to tell them," until I met Pat LaFontaine, who was our captain at the time, and I remember what he said. He said, "Ted, you just you climb that flagpole and point the direction in which you want us to go, and we'll follow." And that was the type of leader that he was, and I owe a lot to my start to him. Sherry Basson, who gave me my first job in the Ontario Hockey League. Ted Lindsay, for some of the people my age and above. When I got drafted to the Detroit Red Wings, I was a scared, 19-year-old kid. And I left camp because the guys were too big and too fast and too powerful. They had mustaches and everything. They had legs about this big, and my waist was that big. I couldn't turn very, very good, and I left because I was too afraid. But yet here's another builder who knew the troubles that I was going through, and he called me up and convinced me. He said, "Ted, this is what we do. This is we'll show you how to get to the next level." And I went back, and the rest is history. And a couple years later, I played my first game in the National Hockey League, but. but there were just so many people that that helped. I had so many people help me with the Ted Nolan Foundation. You know, a former chief, former national chief. I see a couple chiefs here tonight. Phil Fontaine, who really reached out and gave me that support that I needed. You know, Robert Irving. Some of you may have heard. When I got let go by the Buffalo Sabres, I was out of the game for 10 years. And I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do. And all of a sudden I get a call one day from Robert asking me if I'd be interested in coaching his junior team. I didn't even know he owned a junior team. And I went to Moncton and coached Quebec, in a Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, which led back into the National Hockey League, and even led me back into having an opportunity to coach with the 2014 Sochi Olympics with Team Latvia. So, but all that wouldn't be possible if I didn't have so many people. But I guess the biggest support I had along the way is from my First Nation community. You get really nervous and what have you, but anyways, the First Nation community has always been a very big supporter. They supported, they encouraged, they did everything. Sorry about that, but it's hard to get in front of a group and tell you how you feel from your heart. But anyways, they believed in me when I stopped believing. When I left the game for 10 years, I just didn't have any more belief in me. But they believed. And I guess I'll wrap it up here with probably the most important people in my life, my mom and dad. My mom taught me how to be proud of who I am as an Anishinaabe man, to be very proud of who we are and where we come from. And my father, he told us the importance of work. You don't have to have the best in order to be your best. He just told us to work. And I have a wonderful family. I got 6 brothers and 5 sisters. And my younger brother Steve is here, and my sister Barb is here celebrating with us. But we used to make a rink in my backyard, and I used to make it with a pail of water. And I'd go in the backyard and make it. And I'd never had any friends to help me with that pail. And so, but when the ice was all done, my brother wanted to skate. And we were monkeying around. I shot the puck, hit him in the nose. And blood started coming down. And I said, you want to help out making this rink? So I drug him across the red line to make the red line with his blood. And I remember him crying, "Mommy, Mommy." So shh. But it was all there. But anyways, I just want to close off. I don't want to take too much time, but I just really want to close off by, I don't think I would ever be here without this young lady that I met when I was 18 years old, and she was only 16, and we shacked up when she was 17 years old. And we got married when we were 19 years old. And we've been married now for 45 years. And we have two wonderful boys. And right now, I probably have the best job in the world. I get to work with my 2 sons, and we have a hockey program. And we travel around to First Nation communities in particular, and we try to talk to the kids about the importance of education and health and good living habits. So it's, but all this wouldn't have been wouldn't have happened without Sandra. I want to. I think her parents are watching online, Morty and Shirley. I don't think they had a choice in the matter, but thank you for allowing me to marry your daughter. But anyways, I'm just really thrilled, and I just want to thank you for this wonderful award, and it's great to be part of this class and part of the class that was before me. Because one thing about sports, it really does give us something to work with and to live by. So, Jimmy Gretsch.